the same thing.
I have a problem if we don't.
Yeah.
Like, just because Trump thought of it, I'm not against it. Something that would stop the increasing number of rogue missiles that are in this world from maybe coming over here and incinerating me. Yeah, mark me down as a pro for that. I'm pro having, now, can we do it? I don't know. And the ballroom, I don't give a I really don't give a I was reading, it shows you like how the media is. Everything is always on one side or the other. When he first mentioned it, it was like all about, oh my God, he's desecrating the White House. Then I finally read, oh, well, you know, they've done to the White House before. It's just a building.
Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly recently shared some surprising insights about why traditionally blue states are starting to lean red. It's hard to believe, but this shift is actually happening. They explain how Donald Trump is gaining support from even the most loyal liberals who never thought they'd change their minds.
Trump wants to build a new missile defense system called the Golden Dome. Ah, yes, I read about this. That could cost hundreds of billions of dollars. Is that a good use of money?
Well, I mean, look, he's building, he wants to build an arch on the mall. You know, he's building a place he can dance at the White House and do the YMCA. He's going to do that there. And he wants to build a dome. I mean,
you got to protect the dance hall.
True. By the way, I'm very excited. I'm very excited with, you know, when the Democrats take the White House in 2028, when we have the ballroom. You know, the Pride Month in February is going to be great in that ballroom.
The Democrats are reacting strongly to Trump's plan to add a ballroom in the White House. Many see it as more than just a renovation, they call it disrespectful. Jared Moskowitz even joked that Trump just wants a place to dance the YMCA, which went viral online. But Bill Maher didn't find it funny. He fired back with a sharp response, pointing out that the outrage says more about the Democrats' obsession with Trump than the ballroom itself. His comeback reflects the frustration of moderates tired of constant performative outrage. Maher's reply was witty, bold, and unfiltered.
Don't.
Yeah.
Like, just because Trump thought of it, I'm not against it. Something that would stop the increasing number of rogue missiles that are in this world from maybe coming over here and incinerating me. Yeah, mark me down as a pro for that. I'm pro having, now, can we do it? I don't know. You know, I read, you know, he says it'll take 3 years and 180 billion, and they say, well, that's going to take 10. Whatever it is. Of course, everything is over scheduled and it never comes in on time or on budget.
Maher didn't hold back as he criticized the Democrats for automatically opposing anything Trump does. He joked that they've reached a point where if Trump said rain is wet, they'd insist it's dry just to prove a point. He explained how the left often ignores any positive ideas from Trump, even when they could help the country. Maher used the example of Trump's proposed Golden Dome missile defense system, which was dismissed simply because of his name. Then, he moved on to the White House ballroom controversy, sharply pointing out how obsession with politics can cloud common sense and reason.
That's, to me, a worthy thing. And the ballroom, I don't get. I really don't. I was reading, it shows you like how the media is. Everything is always on one side or the other. When he first mentioned it, it was like all about, oh my God, he's desecrating the White House. Then I finally read, oh, well, you know, they've done to the White House before. It's just a building, I think. Also, like, I realized after reading other people, we don't have a place when they have state dinners. They're doing it in a tent. This is America. So do I give it? He's doing this to the White House? I really don't.
Those large event tents at the White House are extremely expensive. During Obama's time, renting one for a night cost over $1 million. Building a permanent ballroom is smarter, saving money and effort over time. Yet, Democrats criticized it just because Trump proposed it, ignoring the clear benefits.
Look, he raised the money privately.
Yeah, and it's private money.
You know, and if Newsom wants to knock it down when he's president, then he can knock it down, right?
Save your ire for the things that matter.
That's right. But they don't know what matters.
Well,
you know as well as I do.
I don't give a shit.
That the media is not in the business any longer of reporting what matters. It's not. They make their money either hating or loving Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That's where the cash register is. What matters doesn't matter to them.
O'Reilly makes a strong point: the media today cares more about attention than truth. Many outlets focus on anger or gaining favor with Trump instead of reporting fairly. Stories are rushed to attract clicks, boost ratings, and increase revenue, leaving facts behind. Balanced reporting and careful investigation are rare. This approach has caused many Americans to lose trust in the press. Journalism has shifted from informing people to stirring emotions, creating division rather than sharing real information.
Do you think that Mamdani's election will lead more financial organizations to leave New York City for Wall Street South in Florida? Tell me, I've read that term just recently, Wall Street South, Florida. This is your state. What is that?
A lot of Wall Street guys have moved to Palm Beach. It's been happening really since COVID. It's accelerated with increases in taxes. It's not just out of New York. It's New Jersey, Connecticut, it's Chicago, it's California.
So they're fleeing high tax blue states for
Look,
Florida. And
this is the luckiest guy in the world that Mamdani got elected, because his district is going to explode. My house, I live 8 miles outside of Queens, has gone up 20% in value since Mamdani announced. Okay? Because people aren't going to pay the punishing taxes. New York is the highest tax state in the union.
But you said your house value's gone up.
Yeah, because they're moving to Nassau County.
Oh, they're moving out of the city.
Out of the city, and they can still take the train back in the city and not pay the millionaire's tax or whatever crazy thing this guy wants.
Now that Mamdani is officially in office, the speculation and endless predictions no longer matter. What counts is what he actually does. Voters will judge him by results, not campaign promises. If he pushes too far toward extreme policies, he could alienate moderates, independents, and Democrats tired of extremes, giving Trump and the GOP an advantage. But if he focuses on practical solutions, governs effectively, and earns genuine support from everyday Americans, the Democratic Party could be stronger heading into 2028. His choices now will determine whether he unites the country or adds to political division.
But what people don't understand is he can't raise the taxes unless the state okays it, and the state is not going to okay it. So this is just smoke and mirrors. And the younger people voted for him, they don't understand that. They don't know what seizing the means of production is, but Ken Griffin does. He's the big Wall Street titan. He knows what it is, and that's why he's down in Palm Beach.
We'll see if they move. I mean, you saw Bill.
They're going to move.
Well, look,
they're already moving.
Hold on, Bill Ackman threatened.
No, they're not.
Hold on.
People say they're going to move all the time after elections.
Listen,
they don't do it.
Bill Ackman said he was going to move.
You know how many people moved out of New York City in the last 3 years? 600,000.
O'Reilly believes the recent wave of people leaving New York is closely tied to Meany's election as mayor. If Meany follows through on his campaign promises, like sharply raising taxes on the wealthy, pushing aggressive redistribution plans, or trying to take control of production for economic equality, it could trigger a mass departure similar to what happened in California under Newsom. Wealthy residents and big businesses don't stay in places where they feel targeted for their success. They move their homes, offices, and investments to states with lower taxes, fewer regulations, and governments that encourage growth. O'Reilly warns that if this trend continues, New York's financial system could suffer badly. The tax base might shrink, jobs could disappear, and ordinary workers could feel the impact while political leaders pursue idealistic policies. Without caution, Meany's progressive plans might push the city toward a serious economic crisis that will be hard to fix.
Let's move in America, and you're right.
No, but they're not moving because they want a better view. They like to keep more of their money that they earn.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, Florida is a really good case study. So when DeSantis became governor, there were 250,000 more registered Democrats in Florida when he became governor 8 years ago. Now there's 1.4 million more registered Republicans in Florida. That's all migration from COVID and re-registration from COVID, 100%. Right. So it absolutely is happening. Whether they will abandon New York in droves, I mean, Bill Ackman's a really good example. He said he was going to leave, right? He's been going after Mamdani. He spent a lot of money on him. And then the day Mamdani won, he said, I'm willing to talk and sit down and work with you. That doesn't sound like he's packing his bags.
Well, it's not everybody, but look, if you're a person in New York City earning $150,000, okay, that's a lot of money for most people in the United States. That's nothing in New York City. 150K doesn't get you very much. It gets you In-N-Out burgers.
The truth is, things could get much worse under Mamani's leadership, especially with the new wave of taxes he plans to impose. People aren't leaving because of COVID anymore. It's been years since the pandemic ended. The real reason is economic pressure. High taxes, strict regulations, and endless bureaucracy have already pushed thousands of Californians and major businesses to states like Texas and Florida. O'Reilly warns that New York could follow the same path. If Mamani doesn't change his approach, residents and companies will take their money and opportunities elsewhere, leaving the city struggling with fewer jobs, less investment, and growing economic problems.
The working people at a certain level are going to say, I'm going to the congressman's state because there's no state tax there. There's no local tax there. I get to keep more of my money. This isn't complicated.
Well, I've looked at moving because I'd like to keep more of my money too. And
where should Maher move?
I'm not moving anywhere. I'm not moving anywhere.
No?
No.
You're going to stay?
And the taxes here are ridiculous, but it's still Southern California.
If Bill Maher ever decided to leave California, where should he go? Share your thoughts, because it's a question worth discussing. Maher has often criticized California's crushing taxes, which make residents wonder if their income is being used wisely. He also complains about the state's tangled bureaucracy, from long permit delays to confusing rules for businesses, construction, and personal projects. These obstacles aren't just frustrating, they slow progress and creativity. If he moves, it wouldn't be for better weather or scenery, but to escape high taxes and red tape, finding a place where he can live, work, and create without constant government interference. Which state could offer that freedom?
Do you think Vance or Rubio has a better chance at winning in 2028? Well, they got to wrestle the nomination away from Trump, which is probably not going to happen. Well, I mean, who knows?
You know, it's a totally different country.
What?
In 2028 than it is now. Totally different country next year. These nitwits on television go, oh, this is a harbinger of the midterms. You know how many things are going to change in the next 12 months?
Democrats are going to kill in the midterms for the same reason they killed this week. Democrats are going to wipe.
Depends. It depends if the prices come down.
Well, it's not just the prices.
Oh,
it's just,
that's the big one.
it's the perception that the people who get into power are always drunk with power. This administration's also just drunk.
I really don't understand why Maher seems so worried that Trump might refuse to leave office after the next election. He keeps sounding the alarm as if the result is already decided, and it feels a bit exaggerated. O'Reilly takes a much calmer approach. He reminds Maher that political situations can change quickly, sometimes in just a year or two. We're only 1 year into Trump's administration, and trying to predict the outcome of future elections this early is really premature. History shows that public opinion can swing, events can happen unexpectedly, and momentum can shift overnight. O'Reilly's main point is simple: patience and perspective matter. Obsessing over what-ifs doesn't help anyone, and jumping to conclusions ignores how unpredictable politics can be. Right now, it's too soon to make absolute claims about the future. Instead of worrying about hypotheticals, it's better to watch how events unfold, stay informed, and evaluate things as they actually happen. Politics is fluid, and only time will show the real path forward.